So the first question, how do we think about and plan for the future? If you looked through my cabinets, you would find tons of old notebooks with melodies I wrote years ago. And most of these melodies, they're just sitting there all lonely, unused. But ever so often, I'll search through them and I'll find a melody that will have new significance because I'll come to hear it with a different perspective over time. You see, as a composer, the story can only be created looking backwards, meaning we try an idea, but we may not find a home for that idea until our context in life changes. To be a composer isn't just the ability to cook up something from scratch. It's the ability to reimagine, to repurpose something that we've already created. It's the ability to bring to life an idea that may have lacked purpose or meaning in the time in which it was created. So as a composer of your education, a composer of your life, in all of this uncertainty and messiness right now, perhaps you feel disconnected from the sense of purpose and meaning you had at the beginning of the year. But I invite you to consider that perhaps your story right now can only be created looking backwards. That perhaps there will be a time, maybe months, maybe years from now, in which you will be able to look back and assign meaning to the melodies, the ideas, the circumstances that you're playing. And so as we talk about planning for the future, perhaps the first step is relieving yourself of the pressure of having to create a story around what this moment has to mean right now. Perhaps the best plan for the future is to simply show up as best you can. Perhaps the plan for the future is to just commit yourself deeply to just playing the next note that's in front of you. Right? The plan for the future, perhaps, could be trusting that our future self will be able to create wisdom, create meaning out of everything that we're experiencing right now. There's so much uncertainty going on, but we should remember that every composition begins with uncertainty. Every composer starts with a blank page. To be the composer is to be willing to play that first note without knowing how the music is even going to end. So in your educational experience right now, are you willing to play that first note?